Hi, I'm Matt Cope, Training Director for Kennelwood Pet Resorts, and this is Behavior Basics. And today we're going to be talking about how dogs interpret body language. So the thing you have to remember when communicating with dogs is that most of our interactions with them, if we want to do it the right way and effectively communicate, it's going to be very counterintuitive. So I'm going to give you a couple examples with Vega. Aquí. Muy bien, muy bien, la niña. That's very nice. Aquí. That's very good. So one of the examples, or prime example that I use with a lot of clients is whenever a dog picks up something they're not supposed to have, whether that be like a sock or a television remote, most people's first reaction when the dog does that is they jump at the dog, and that makes the dog run away. If I move towards a dog, typically the dog is going to move out of my way, right? So we want to make sure that if our dog is, for example, with that, I'll give you the quick answer. If my dog is getting things that they're not supposed to get, having a leash on them is going to be a very effective tool to prevent them from picking those things up. But the right answer is definitely to not jump towards them. Another common one is when dogs are jumping up on people. What do people typically respond with? They're pushing the dog down, they're throwing their knees at them. All of that stuff needs to go out the window, because if we take away our voice, and we have to remember that dogs are much more influenced by movement than they are by our voice. So if I'm moving all over the place, that's where the dog is taking information from. So we need to make sure that we're just very still. If the dog is jumping up, I'm just gonna be very still. And when they stop jumping, that's when I pet. You know, because the old school technique of throwing the knees and all that stuff, that can be very dangerous. You wanna be really careful to not do things like that, and just kind of wait the dog out and kind of hold your ground. And the same would be true if the dog is jumping up and you're moving backwards. Same thing, they're moving you across the room. We wanna just be very still, hold onto the leash, wait till the dog stops jumping, and then we give them that affection whenever they show us calmness. So it's very important to understand that dogs communicate differently than humans. We use a lot of vocal tones and inflections, and we change those inflections to express how we feel about what we're saying. A vast array of emotions that we can express just through our voice. That's why whenever we talk on the phone, we can have a very meaningful conversation full of all these different emotions. Dogs don't learn that way. They learn more interactively through movement. So make sure that we're not doing imposing scary things to our dogs, that we're not coming at them to correct them, or yell at them or do things like this, because this is the same thing that somebody does when they go to pet a dog. Thanks for joining us for this segment of Behavior Basics by Kennelwood. If there's any topics that you'd like to see, please contact us on social media, and we'll see you next time.